Winter time. Not a lot of people want to be out and about, especially don't want to be house hunting in winter. The days are shorter, the nights are longer. By the time you get home from a long day at work, it's already dark and cold, and house hunting is probably the last thing that's on your mind. But there are some real advantages in shopping for a home here in Asheville, North Carolina in wintertime. And in this video, I'm going to lay out some of the things that you might not be thinking about, but if you are a buyer, those are some great points to take advantage of right now. Number one, there's less competition. And by that, I mean there's less competition from people just like you. There's less buyers on the market. There's less people who want to go out and about and look at homes when it's dark and cold, when it's right after the holidays, this and that. So there's less competition among other buyers, which means you might get a good deal on the property right now in winter that you might not otherwise get. Hi, this is Elenakovrigin with Nest and Dolls Realty, powered by eXp Realty here in Asheville, North Carolina. Welcome back to Original Living in Asheville channel, all about living, breathing, figuring out where to live, what's best for you and your family here in the Asheville area. If you would like to hop on a quick call or a Zoom meeting and figure out if this area is the right place for you, or what would be that perfect place for you and your family, schedule hassle-free, no strings attached consultation with me and my team. I know at least half of you are watching this video on TV, so you can scan this QR code or follow the link down in the description and jump on my schedule now. And that takes me to point number two. There's a ton of motivated sellers. And motivated sellers are here because properties have been sitting on the market longer. Days on the market are long. There's a ton of price reductions. I swear every other property, if not every property that I'm showing to my clients, in all the price ranges from low 400s to $1 million+ homes, there are price reductions. There are notes from agents that the seller is motivated, the builder is motivated, just bring an offer, then we might negotiate. So right now is the time to try to snag a good deal, because there's a lot less competition from people just like you, from other buyers, and there's a ton of motivated sellers. Another real life example, one of our clients just closed on the property here in Buncombe County. The home was listed for $450,000 after several negotiations, which back in the day, when the market is good, when the market is moving fast, sellers are not willing to negotiate after you go on the contract. But in this case, after multiple negotiations, before we went on the contract and after, our clients now got the house for $365,000. That is $85,000 price reduction. Now, not every house, not every seller will be as motivated. In fact, according to the data, out of 160 closings in the past 30 days here in Buncombe County, 20 of them went under contract in 3 days or less, which means, it was a quick sale. It was relatively quick and easy for the sellers. They might have gotten close to asking price or even above asking price. So that's 20 out of 160. Everyone else had been on the market for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 120 days. And those sellers have been motivated and they were willing to negotiate, because again, North Carolina is a different animal. Once you go on the contract on a house that is not new construction, the seller does not have to negotiate anything. They don't have to negotiate lower appraisal. They don't have to negotiate anything that came up on the inspection report. None of that. Keep that in mind. But when the seller is motivated, they're motivated to move. They're motivated to move the property, and they will be a lot more motivated to negotiate repairs, give you the money, seller concessions, reduce the price, whatever that might be. But you gotta work with the right people to guide you through this process. So again, our contact information is down in the description. And that naturally brings me to point number three, lower prices. Well, here in Asheville area, as we know, the prices have been kind of high. no matter the season. But this time around, it's kind of different, especially with Helene, with major storm. The market slowed down quite a bit. And especially now in wintertime, we see a lot less sales happening in the area. The prices, again, right off the start might not seem like they are a lot lower than 6 months ago, a year ago, but again, with some negotiation efforts and skills from people who guide you, you can get a better deal than in some other times. So take advantage of this time to get your finances ready, to get your pre-approval letter or proof of funds, to get your cash together, to get your financial house in order, and take advantage of this wonderful time of the year to find you a new home in the area. Next point is wintertime allows you for more realistic home viewings. And what I mean by this, and that's kind of like an inside joke here in Western North Carolina. They say that in wintertime, you can see not just winter views and, have winter views around your house that you might not get in summertime or in springtime when all these leaves are out on the trees, but you will see all the trailer parks and all the trailers and all the trash from the neighboring properties, which doesn't sound like a great idea, but what I mean by this, you might not see something like this in summertime because there will be more leaves, it might be obstructed. But now in wintertime, you know exactly who your neighbors are, you know exactly what they're doing, you know exactly who is next door to your property, so you can make a more, educated decision about not just the property itself, but what's around your property. And that's what I tell everyone. Picking the right property is half of the deal. The house itself is great, but where it's at, what's around your property, what kind of surroundings, what kind of neighborhood you're in is as important, which is why a lot of our clients are telling us that when we are house shopping and house hunting, they're saying, oh, we love the house and we wish we could just pick it up and put it somewhere else. Well, that doesn't always work like that, right? So wintertime is a great time to be able to see right through everything and know exactly where you land in. Wintertime, aka slower time of the year for real estate, might also be a great time to take advantage of some year-end or winter financial incentives from lenders. Again, it's all about kind of supply and demand, and when there's not a whole lot of sales going on, a lot of lenders, a lot of developers, a lot of builders are coming up with creative ways to incentivize buyers, incentivize their clients, and they come up and offer all kinds of incentives and opportunities to make house shopping easier, make house shopping hassle-free, and most importantly, cheaper for you as a buyer. So if you need help connecting with a lender who is local to the area, who knows the market, who might be able to assist and offer some kind of incentives to you right now, reach out to me and my team. We'll be happy to connect you with some of our trusted partners here in the mountain. Next one, again, going back to the fact that it's a slower time of the year, a lot of other providers, not just lenders, not just agents, attorneys, inspectors, contractors, even engineers who are notoriously taking forever to do anything. And I mean, I get it, they're busy and the extent of their work is quite a bit different than somebody else's, but even engineers, we are able to get them in and out in 2 weeks and get a report, get our negotiations done quicker, so you can close quicker right now in wintertime compared to some other times of the year when it's a lot busier. And last but not least, wintertime is this perfect time to identify some of the deficiencies that might not be apparent or obvious in summertime. And I'm talking about deficiencies with the property, with major systems like heating, like plumbing, to make sure that the pipes didn't burst, didn't freeze when we had all these frigid digits below freezing temperatures. Make sure that the roof is still functioning, which is exactly what we've been doing in this house with my clients who just left. Looked at all these components of the house, make sure that they're all working properly. Things like drainage. The soil is colder, it's not draining and it's not percolating as fast and as easy as in summertime. And when there's like things like water or snow, any kind of water dripping in and around the house and going towards the house, it's easier to identify some red flags right now in winter time. Again, you might not be able to identify those red flags, but our job as your representative, as your trusted advisor, trusted real estate advisor, there's a lot of functions to protect your money, to guide you, to educate you, to make sure that you can make an educated decision, as well as to identify red flags that might not be apparent to you because you do not live here in the area, you do not shop for a house all day, every day, but we do. We have boots on the ground. That's what we do all day, every day with our clients. And this is one of our jobs, to identify red flags. And so if you have questions about all those potential issues, by the way, feel free to contact me and my team. Our contact information is down in the description. We would love and will be honored to be your trusted professionals of choice when it comes to relocating to the area and picking your dream property here in the mountains. Our contact information again is down in the description, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.